Welcome back, everybody. Steve is looking happy. What's up, Steve?
It's a new day!
Yes, it is.
That's not the song I was singing, but okay.
Wrestling, my friend.
Yep.
What's on tap for news?
Before I get to the news, I'll make it known. People are listening. I am a fan of the Bullet Club.
Okay.
So the things I will say later, I don't want you to say, hell, Steve just hates the Bullet Club. He just hates everything else outside of WWE. No, that is not the case. I'm a fan of the Bullet Club. If you watched the stream on Saturday, you saw I had on a Bullet Club t-shirt.
He did.
My favorite two people from the Bullet Club is Hangman Page and Marty Scurll. And I like Cody ever since the WWE days when he called Legacy. So I don't hate the Bullet Club. But, all right, let me get this news done. And a quick tidbit, I would love to see Hangman Page wrestling Dean Ambrose in a street fight.
Ooh, that'd be good.
That buckshot Larry. Let me stop. Let me get the quick news.
What if it's like the buckshot lariat and then like Dean's pendulum lariat?
Oh, God. Ooh. I'm marking out now. Maybe I should have been in Chicago. All right. Quick news. It looks like the Chosen One would be next after Strowman for a title shot with Reigns. So who knows how long this little pack thing's going to go then. Other quick news. If you saw Raw on Monday, you saw Seth Rollins cut his arm.
How is he?
The glass. It sounds like it's not serious, but they're not really saying much. But it was a bad cut. Let's just hope it's not like how Goldberg's cut was. He was out for 5 months back in WCW.
Who threw him into that?
It was Ziggler and them.
Dag.
So let's hope, because if he gets hurt, he's got to be out. The Shield reunion's done again.
And Ziggler's gonna get in some big trouble.
Yeah. Also, WWE could be bringing back Saturday morning wrestling with the new Fox deal.
Really?
Yeah, which I'm kind of all for that. I wouldn't mind watching wrestling on a Saturday morning. If it's, even if it's the jobbers. I mean, it's wrestling.
Like Saturday Morning Slam or?
I don't know. They just said they could bring back a Saturday morning show. Also. Okay. Shawn Michaels could be coming back.
No.
No. Listen, the talk in WWE now is that they want him to come back, and it's looking like he will come back. Here are the opponents they have in mind, but also it won't be in a singles match apparently. And they're talking about it could be a Saudi Arabia because they might want to use it for a big show. It's just all rumors.
Okay.
But the three opponents that in the works they're talking about: The Undertaker,
Triple H.
No, AJ Styles. And the guy who I said, please God, I'm sorry, no, do not waste him with this opponent. I understand he's pretty good, but no, Johnny Gargano. Don't waste Shawn Michaels' comeback for Gargano. I'm sorry. Because, I mean, my just thing is just, okay, yes, Gargano and Ciampa had a great, feud. But how do we know he's not just good with Ciampa,
Well, Gargano's a good wrestler.
I'd rather see this AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels match.
I'd rather see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather see that.
Yeah.
But I think Shawn versus Gargano wouldn't be bad.
But again, this is not talks right now. It's not going to be a singles match. It will be a tag match. Because I mean, honestly, I just hope Shawn Michaels do come back. He can at least still go.
Oh yeah. My thing is I can see the tag match being the gateway for a singles match.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. I'm down for it.
Now, I'm going to read what Jim Cornette, what Jim Ross said about the Bullet Club.
Right.
And I found it very interesting, and I actually agree with him about what he said.
What'd he say?
Hold on, let me find it real quick on my notes.
All right.
Okay, here we go. He thinks that they should at least have one WWE run. He said, I can't say whether they're going to work for WWE or not, but I believe in some point in time, for those who have not worked in WWE, that somewhere along the line of the journey, they will be there. And quite frankly, this might piss some people off. I can't help that. But you deserve a run in WWE if you're dedicated to the life, to the business. At some point, if you can't make it work, you should get that shot and opportunity. I know they are not a niche product. None of those guys, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Cody, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll, they're not a niche product. They're talented men who should be able to get jobs wherever they want. And if you're going to be a pro wrestler, why not go where you can make the most money?
My first thing, you said niche.
Yeah, I know I butchered it. I'm sorry.
My second thing, I mean, eventually, yeah, they're going to come. Independent fans, I'm sorry, but eventually they are going to come. They aren't going to retire on the indies.
I'll say it again. I just don't want these guys to come when it's too late. When we get Omega and his body's breaking down. That's what I do not want.
To be fair, AJ came, he was like 40.
But look at the bumps that AJ and Omega do.
Look, AJ took some pretty hard bumps in TNA.
But the stuff Omega is doing is crazy.
Indeed it is. And I guess you don't want to take that risk. So, I mean, they're going to come eventually. They're going to come. Them and the Bucks are going to come. Marty will come eventually. Like, give him like a few years. Hangman will come eventually once he gets really big.
I'm telling you, Hangman, he's going to blow up. I'm big on Hangman, but...
The only issue with Hangman coming is he can't be Hangman Page in WWE.
Unless something changes.
Do you honestly think...
Unless something changes.
In 2000, anything from 2018 and beyond, that they will allow a white man from Southern Virginia with a noose around his neck being called a Hangman Page in the WWE?
I think it can happen.
You think it's going to happen?
I think it can happen.
You think...
And I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
It's going to happen?
I'm all for it.
Hey, I'd want it to happen too. We're two black guys, by the way. Saying this.
Hold on. What did I tell you a couple days ago?
What
I identify as?
Steve identifies as a Samoan who's been left out into the sun for too long. So a Samoan, basically.
No, I did not say that.
Samoans are left out in the sun for... Do you think they have... They live in the tropics.
You are racist.
They live in the tropics.
You are racist.
They're in the sun. It's not racist.
Yes. No. Hope Roman Reigns spears you one day.
That's like saying black people... That's like saying African people aren't left out in the sun for too long. Of course they are. They're all in the sun. Ew. I mean, he's retired now, so I'm fine with him. Jason Witten, by the way. C point out Jason Witten. It's like, okay. He's retired now. I can cheer him on. But I mean, my thing is that we're going to get those boys at some point, and hopefully they don't change Hangman too much when he comes here. I mean, maybe he won't need the noose anymore. I don't know. Who else is in the Bullet Club? I don't know if Chase Owens is ever coming here. I don't know if he's that big. Is he?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, and despite it all, I can't see Tama Tonga or Fale coming here.
No.
Well, okay, continue.
But yeah, like I agree with Ross. You know, if you devote your life to this business, you deserve to come over and make the most money in WWE. I know some smart out there saying they can make money on the indies, but they will make the most money in WWE. It's funny because Mike Kanellis made a tweet a couple days ago, you know, talking about he wished he could be pushed. You know, You know, he could probably go back on the indies and, you know, wrestle more. But then he said, you know, but I'm just summarizing, you know, but he's not going to bed hungry. Because, I mean, he's getting paid pretty nice in WWE.
Yeah.
I mean.
And the thing is, Mike works best with Maria anyway.
Yeah, he does.
So when Maria comes back, Mike will come back.
Yeah.
I think he knows that.
Yes.
So I'm not bleeding hearted. I'm not a bleeding heart for Mike Bennett. And anyone who's a bleeding heart for Mike Bennett is being ignorant. Or they're being ignorant of the situation, at least. Continue the news.
All right. So let's get into All In.
All right. No more news.
I guess I can get Jim Cornette's tweet out the way.
Go ahead. Oh boy.
Which I was waiting for it. I knew that somebody was gonna get him sooner or later.
Oh boy.
So they would, after the Joey Ryan thing, they were tweeting him, making sure, he saw that or saw the video, all that stuff, making sure Cornette had to keep his eye on it.
My God.
And that's what Cornette said. I'm gonna kind of have to be PG with the majority of it.
Okay.
I appreciate everyone checking to see if I had a stroke during All In. Thankfully, no. As I was watching, I don't know what the show is, Seven Ghoulie on MeTV. That said, sad to hear the guys had that great platform and big crowd and chose to yuck it up with Dick Guy and other Horace Bleak. Why I had no interest. To anyone wondering why I have loved wrestling for 40 years and now don't watch it even if I'm paid to do so, the dicks made sense for Joey's character. I couldn't have possibly written a better reason not to participate in this horse bleat ever again. The Dick Guy has brought much attention to the product, much like the Shockmaster brought attention to WCW. That's Joe Cornette's tweets. And you know what? I'm kind of old school myself, but I'm more lenient. I'm more lenient when it comes to certain things now.
All right.
But I'm not gonna lie. After watching that at All In, I was sitting there saying, "What in the world?" I never liked Joey Ryan anyway. I never liked him anyway.
All right.
But I'm just saying, this was just like, oh, why? Why? That's just me, but I'm not gonna, have a stroke or anything and say he does not deserve to work. But it's just kind of like, I did not like it. A lot of people I heard did not like it either.
But that whole entire thing?
The whole,
So, here's my 10 cents on it. Matter of fact, let's just go into All In general right now. Here's my 10 cents on that entire thing. The weirdest thing about it was that, or if not just the entire Joey Ryan versus Hangman thing, was that if you didn't watch Being the Elite, you would have never known this was a thing.
Exactly. That's true.
And the thing is, anyone can say like, "Oh, well, why didn't you watch it?" I didn't think they were building storylines on YouTube. I mean, if you're just a guy who watches wrestling itself, you're just watching New Japan and ROH, and and yeah, okay, maybe Being the Elite is their canon, so that's like, it's weird because it's like saying, it's like a comic book, you know what I mean? It's like comic books. I didn't know I had to look at issue 932 of Batman and then issue 2 of Batwoman in order to understand that this entire plot line is going on right now. But also, I didn't know I had to look at issue 16 of darn Plastic Man to really get the full story that's going on here, It's a lot of interconnecting that is like comic book worthy, but even people who read comic books complain about that. And I don't know if that's the best way you should be going to building your storylines, is by using all of that, Now maybe for All In 2, things will be better. Now we all know, oh, well, they're building all this stuff up on Being the Elite. They're building it all up on a YouTube channel. And I guess it gives their YouTube channel views. So, kudos to them. I'm not even really mad about it, honestly. I'm just like, from a guy who doesn't look at Being the Elite, I'm just like, oh, okay. Thankfully, they recapped the feud for you. For all that stuff. They recapped the feud so you could get it. So once again, I'm not mad. I'm just like, but there's also like little other tinier things that went on the show where it's like, if you didn't watch Being the Elite, you wouldn't have gotten them. Like the whole shoulder tap to Jay Lethal
Yeah.
that turns him back into Black Machismo.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you didn't watch Being the Elite, you wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah.
Or the hands pointing at Marty Skrull joke. And like just little things you wouldn't have gotten. I guess they're like more in jokes than anything.
Yeah.
Really, this entire show was one big giant BC in joke, where it was one big giant BC in joke, or Being the Elite special.
Yeah.
It was a giant Being the Elite special.
You know, I just got a thing to get out the way. I mean, it's not long, but just my notes are jotted down.
All right.
All In was very predictable to me.
Right.
Very predictable.
Right.
And I hate how fans will say, WWE's too predictable, blah, blah. This was too.
Oh, it was very predictable.
I saw, and I told you before the show started, I see Flip Gordon getting his way on the card. I actually saw that happening a month ago. I saw Joey Ryan coming back. That was predictable. And a lot of people said they love this. And it's like, but you rag on the E about how it's predictable, blah, blah, blah. But it's just like the same thing. I mean, honestly, to me, just the whole All In to me was a pretty good show. It was not the whole show of the year. This is the best event ever. People stop. Let's just stop. I hate how I'm seeing videos saying how that All In managed time better than WWE. Yeah, it clearly did, because if it did, it wouldn't have cut off with the announcer. Yeah, have a goodbye. If they managed time good. It just. Anyway, like I said, it was a pretty good show, but I wouldn't say it was a business-changing event where you can say that it's going to rival WWE.
No.
I would not say that. Like, for somebody who decided to pay to watch an indie show, something other than WWE for the first time, I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of cheated. Because the fight stream was acting stupid, and I missed 2 matches.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really fully enjoy the Cody Rhodes match.
Or the women's match, which was the match of the night.
Yeah.
I look back. I got a chance to look back at it later.
Highlights?
Well, not even do like a highlight. I was able to find some things.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. And I was able to find the matches that I missed. Aldis was decent. Women's match was match of the night, followed by Marty versus Okada.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was looking forward to watching the Bucks. And instead of getting a 30-minute match, we got a 12-minute match.
Right.
Too short. But I do not give it the show of the year candidate. I'm sorry. I would not give it. Now, I think it's better than Money in the Bank, Backlash, Extreme Rules. But I'm not going to say it was better than SummerSlam.
No.
I'm not going to say it's better than WrestleMania.
No.
I mean, I give the show 3.5 stars. And my thing is just like how, you've been advertising All In for months. You pick a platform you're going to show it on. The platform obviously was not ready to show an event like this because the stream kept messing up. You had a bad time managing the time. And it just... I'm sorry. That didn't make me go there and say, you know what, if they do All In too, it's not going to make me want to say I'm definitely going to pay money to see it, to see something else again. That's just me personally. Omega and Pentagon's match. I wouldn't say that was. I had someone tell me that that match was definitely best of the year. In talking All In Wrestling, I said no, it was not. I said I seen better Kenny Omega matches on freaking Access TV on Friday nights. The match he had against Goto in the New Japan G1 Climax thing, that was better than the Pentagon match. To me, it was.
Here's my thoughts on. Matter of fact, let me just pull up the All In card. We're gonna go through the All In card one by one, just to talk about it. We'll talk about SmackDown and Raw. Well, I have a rant about Raw later, but we're gonna look at the All In card.
And while you're looking it up, and we were trying to plug this dead air, the wrestling All In. Just me personally, about going online and stuff like that.
All right.
I feel like has made the community worse. the wrestling community worse.
It honestly has.
Because now every time you go stuff with WWE, you look at the comments section, Twitter, whatever. Oh, All In's better than this. All In was better than this. I seen fans say on AJ Styles videos, AJ, they're wasting you in WWE. You and Rollins need to come up with New Japan. You'd be treated much better.
Oh yeah, that nearly a year long reign for AJ Styles, WWE champion. Nah, wasting him.
Yeah, they're wasting you.
Right, Seth Rollins, that two-time Intercontinental Champion with multiple matches of the years in WWE. Oh no.
Yeah, wasted.
Wasted.
I mean, it just, to me, and also I feel like that some of these dirt sheet writers are help making this community toxic. Because I honestly, when I look at stuff, I never see them ever. It's very rare where they like pro WWE.
And now here's the thing. I understand the E can be very dumb. My rant on Raw later is I mean, hey, I even know sometimes when WWE's being stupid. I can tell when WWE's being stupid. I think we all have our moments where we're just like, WWE, please stop being stupid. But then you also have to think about the fact that, and for everyone who says that All In was like just great event and look at what they did, guys. Okay, when did they announce All In that that they were playing a pay-per-view? When did they announce this?
I want to say they announced All In. Don't quote me, but I want to say December or January.
December or January?
Maybe even February.
Okay. They had 6 or more months to plan this event. They had 6 or more months to sell out this event. And good job, they sold it out in like 30 minutes. That's great. I'm happy for them. They sold 10,000 tickets for a non-WWE event. Let's just call it for what it is. It was an independent event that was historical because they sold out 10,000 tickets. But people act like this is going to kill the E. The E's whole job is to weekly try and sell more than 5,000 tickets, like just for Raw and SmackDowns. 52 weeks a year, they do this. They're not always selling out, mind you, but they're selling a lot of tickets. I mean, yeah, All In sold 10,000 tickets. It was a historical event that people wanted to say they were part of.
Yeah, All In was announced for a location back in March. But I think they brought up the idea of All In before that.
All right, that's fine. They had
ample enough time.
Ample enough time to do all this. They had enough time. WWE, the second they're done with an event, it's on to the next one.
Yeah.
And this is their first. This is Cody's first event planning, and I honestly think Cody, for what it was for his first event, did a really good job.
Yeah, he did. Like I'm not knocking it. He really did a good job. Him and the Bucks, so they both, planned this.
They and them and Kenny put all their money into this.
Yes.
I mean, they believed in something, and it worked. And I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
The problem is that the audience thinks that this means the E is like shaking in their boots, and now the E, now the E, let's see you do this now, WWE.
It's funny you said that because apparently somebody brought that up about the E. Like, did they even care about All In? No one cared. It wasn't even on their radar on Saturday. They did not care at all.
I mean,
I don't see why they would care.
I mean, I could see Triple H watching it.
Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't go there and say, we're in trouble, guys.
Yeah, who was going to say that? Yeah. That's like if Arena Football sold out 20,000 seats for their big championship game that they advertised for months.
Yeah.
And then fans saying, "Oh, looky here now, NFL, you're in trouble."
Yeah.
And Goodell's like, "What?"
Yeah. I brought this up to you a couple days ago. How look where they had it at. They had it in prime Mark country,
Prime smart territory, Chicago.
Like you had it in a location where it was more accessible for people to come. You had a convention going on. They had a convention where people meet the legends. That's going to bring people out. You advertise CM Punk. That's going to bring people out.
Well, they spread rumors of CM Punk.
Yeah. You picked a Labor Day weekend. I mean, like I said, bravo to them. They sold out, pretty good show. Mm-hmm. But people are saying, they could sell out Citi Field. you're going to sell out 49,000. That's how much Citi Field seats, 49,000.
Here, in order to sell out in a stadium, you would have to get casuals to come as well. WrestleMania doesn't get filled with just wrestling fans and smarks.
No.
It's filled with casuals and people bringing their families.
Yep. And, my cousin didn't even know all that was going on Saturday.
All right.
He didn't even know. He was like, "What is that?" Like the casuals. I mean, he's a casual,
right?
They don't.
The thing I think people don't understand, you have to, in order for wrestling is a niche product. And I think people don't understand this. Or maybe they do and they just want to be ignorant. It is a niche product. Vince McMahon knew that it was a niche product. And so he decided to try and go for some casuals.
It's the wrestling community, I'm sorry. And it's probably a little bit off topic. I'm very disgusted with the community. Because when I found out that people at All In, the fans, they were making fun of a guy, they had on a Roman Reigns t-shirt.
Yeah.
People grow up.
Yeah, come on.
Because he wants to wear a Roman Reigns t-shirt. Really?
People go to WWE events wearing Buck shirts.
And the thing about it is, they were ragging on him for wearing that at the All In thing, but those people ragging on were the same people that would go to WWE events, like you said, wearing Bullet Club merchandise.
Yeah.
So it's just like, really? Like, really?
And there'll be the same people say at the same events, just like in the crowd, just going, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah, but you just paid $20-something to go see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just toxic. It's just toxic.
It's a lot of tribalism. And I tweeted something. I said where I basically said, guys, this isn't it. This isn't it. Let's not be toxic to our own. We're all wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Like there are multiple people. Like freaking. Do you think a UFC fan who is going to look at all of us and say, "Oh well, see, he's an E fan, but he's a Bullet Club fan, so he's not the uncool one." No, they don't think we're all nerds. Yeah. They think we're all nerds. Yeah, exactly. So let's not pretend like one of us is like above the other one, please. We watch grown men in tights grapple like fake fight, guys. It's not supposed to be that serious. Yep. It is fun. We're all having fun. So you know what? My thing is, let's just have some fun and enjoy what we like.
Let's stop going in every single video or whatever on Twitter. All In did better than this. All In's better.
Exactly.
And honestly, back to these dirt sheet writers, they encourage this. They encourage this. They honestly do. Like, I'm not trying to name drop anybody. But they personally, the stuff that I read, they encourage this toxicity. They encourage it. I mean, never. I rarely see them pro WWE. It's always New Japan did this better. Not only did Dirt Sheet Writers do this, there's certain channels out there on YouTube that do this. That say, New Japan did this better than E. And here's 10 reasons why. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, WWE can do this wrong. But New Japan and Ring of Honor is always perfect. They never get anything wrong as they did to these guys. It's always great booking.
I mean, we could all point out problems with RO. And it feels like, and I know we're probably ranting about this a lot, but it really, and it feels like at times, like we do talk about this a lot. We complain and moan about this a lot. But to be fair, it comes up so much. And I think we kind of controlled ourselves at times. However, let's face it, it got really bad last weekend. Yeah.
Somebody was going back and forth on Twitter about that Kenny Omega match. When Pentagon went to put him in the arm bar and, broke his arm, that Kenny didn't sell the arm. He didn't sell the arm that much.
He didn't.
He did. And then somebody said, if that would have been somebody in WWE, they would have been getting bashed on. But because it's Kenny Omega and he's just some god to this community, that he can't do anything wrong, it's okay. But that would have been, honestly, in my opinion, Rollins, Reigns, anybody else in the E.
Specifically Reigns.
Yeah, specifically Roman Reigns.
Even though Reigns is actually a really good seller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He would have got crucified. See? He's a bad wrestler. He couldn't sell that. Really?
All right. No, it's ridiculous. And And once again, it sounds like a Steve and Deontay circle jerk. But I promise you, there's a reason for why we're all saying this. We believe this because of the fact that it's just that bad. It got that bad last weekend. But let's get into the card. SoCal Uncensored versus the Briscoe brothers.
That was a good match.
Good match. So here's the thing. I just became a fan of like wrestling companies outside of the E. Like since last year, I've been trying to get into ROH stuff. I like the Briscoes. Yeah, I know Jay is like a homophobe or whatever, or he said something homophobic like years ago. But wrestling wise, I like the Briscoes, and I like SoCal. Kazarian and Scorpio coming out. Whereas, by the way, LOL at Marvin Lewis ever being on the hot seat.
Yeah, he's in the hot seat already. Yeah, he come back with another 1 year deal. He's brought right back. He's in the hot seat already.
He literally just signed a darn
10,000
year contract. But anyway, Frankie and Scorpio Sky coming out as Apollo Creed and Rocky was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I didn't think SoCal was going to win, but maybe in ROH they're like getting this big push or something. I assume they're getting like a big push in ROH. Good match though. Flip Gordon winning the over budget battle royale. That was a very okay. So once again, if a casual had watched this, not knowing anything, they probably wouldn't have understood this match at all.
No.
So we had Jimmy Jacobs wearing a dress. Why?
I only know he does that because of Impact Wrestling. Because I watch Impact Wrestling.
He does that Impact?
He dresses like that, something like yeah. Because he just Impact. He manages Congo Kong. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he manages him, but sometimes he might wrestle and he's dressing like that. But I didn't even know a lot of those people in the ring besides.
Hold on. I'm so confused.
What?
Why does he do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
But
okay. Remember he got fired last summer?
Yeah, because he did the thing with the Bucks I mean, I thought that was kind of jacked up, but hey, whatever. And then he did a little pot shot, tried to do a pedigree, I guess, but
that was so stupid. When he did that, the 5-knuckle shuffle, I said I can see this event is going to be all just let's just throw it in WWE's face.
Yeah, that was a little dumb, but whatever. It wasn't really that funny, but whatever. He tried it, got eliminated, whatever. The Billy Gunn and his son, was that his son that he was wrestling with?
I guess I don't know.
I think that was his son. Let me just make sure.
He wasn't my favorite DX member, so I don't keep up with him.
Because daggone, I'm trying to find like who was in that battle royale. Trying to see who was in the battle royale. Let me see. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Christopher Daniels, Fredo Mel for the murder. All right. Amel was recently released from prison. Was that a storyline of being the elite? Amel being in prison?
Yeah, I think because they tried to say that he killed Joey Ryan.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to find out who was in this battle royale. Oh, well. They took off all the names. Oh, well. It's fine.
Well, Brian Cage, Moose.
Oh, I found it. Okay. I found it. Yeah, Moose was in there. I thought Moose was going to win.
Didn't I pick him? Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
He got thrown over by somebody.
Yeah.
Or he got tossed over. Brandon Cutler, I don't remember who that one was.
No.
Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, they became friends again.
I guess.
Once again, I guess if you don't watch in the ROH, I guess you wouldn't have gotten that one. Rocky Romero got eliminated. Cheeseburger got annihilated by Bully Ray, I think. Hurricane was fun. He was funny.
Yeah.
He was talking about how he got big or whatever.
Yeah, put on some weight.
Yeah. But you know what? They let him do some choke slams. That was kind of cool. Ethan Page.
I don't remember him.
Tommy Dreamer was in there.
Of course.
Yeah, he was pretty cool there. Jimmy Jacobs with the dress.
Yeah.
Punishment Martinez was in that match. I didn't think he was going to win, but you know. Oh, Austin Gunn. That's his name. Austin Gunn. With him and his dad, that was kind of cool. I think like someone was about to attack his dad, and then Austin Gunn eliminates him.
Yeah.
Billy Gunn was in there. Marco Stunt. Who was the really tiny dude? There was like a really tiny dude in
I
that
do
match.
not know Deontay.
I forgot who he was. Bully Ray was in it. He did his role well, heel. Colt Cabana got the crowd behind him, Chicago crowd.
Yep.
So the crowd still loves him. He's not the jerk in that whole lawsuit situation. So, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
He's not the jerk in it. So, Brian Cage, you know,
I like Brian Cage.
I mean that man is on some Capri Sun, but I mean,
He's a former bodybuilder. Watch your mouth.
oh well, okay, sure. I mean that's fine, but okay. And Jordan Grace, the lady, who was thick, but I mean, hey,
Goodness gracious!
what?
Why are you like this?
I mean, I thought she was pretty.
But you didn't say the word pretty. You said that's you.
Thick.
That's
I mean,
you.
hey,
That's you. Okay.
she's built.
Oh,
she
God.
she sort of built like Rusev a little bit.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and she did. Honestly, I thought she did pretty cool. You know?
Just the fact that you dirty boy.
I'm sorry, Steve.
You are a dirty man.
I'm sorry, Steve.
You're worse than Dave Meltzer talking about Peyton Royce.
Well, hold up now. I didn't say like a bad thing now. Dave was trying to say, well, Dave was trying to
I'm
put
just
it.
giving you a hard time, Deontay.
I know. But yeah, Flip Gordon was disguised as like a mass wrestler, and then he comes out and like wins the match, eliminates Bully Ray. So we come to the actual show. Matt Cross defeating Maxwell Jacob Friedman. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay. That's Son of Havoc. Okay. See, M-Dog 20, that's Son of Havoc. See, my thing is, I mean, was this even announced? Why did we have this match?
I don't know.
It was 9 minutes. I mean, I don't think we really needed it, you know? I didn't really think we needed it. So, but okay, fine. We have this match. Y'all could have given that 9 minutes to darn, you know, to the Golden Elite, but whatever. Daniels defeats Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell did great.
He did.
The first, like, celebrity wrestling moment where I felt like the celebrity wrestler actually had a chance. Did really good in the ring. Tessa Blanchard with Magnum TA and Tully. Those were the people she was like hugging on all that. Defeated Chelsea Green, Madison Rayne, and Britt Baker. You know what? Match of the night. Like, I don't know what else I could say about it. It was match of the night. What do you think?
I think match of the night. Do I think that was a...
Yeah.
It was a good match. Honestly, that's not my match of the night, though.
Oh, it's fine, but
I thought it was but what we saw,
what we could
was messing
see.
up. It was a good match.
Yeah. Cody Cody with Brandy, DDP, Glacier, and Tommy Dreamer defeated Nick Aldis with Jarrett, Samuel Shaw, Daivari, and Tim Storm. So, was Daivari ever an NWA champion?
I don't know.
I'm assuming he was. I'm assuming. Like, that's a weird thing. That's just a random thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that one up, actually. Why was he there? I'm actually very curious. If anyone knows why he was specifically there, or is he just a friend of Nick Aldis? And that's why he was there. I don't know. But he was there. He got diamond cuttered by DDP in the middle of the ring. Decent match. It was decent. I had no issues with it. The match in of itself was really was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and call it a 4-star or anything, but it was like 3.5 for me at least. What do you think?
From what I saw, because the stream was messing up, I give it 3 stars. It's a pretty good match. Like I said, what I saw.
All right. I mean, to be fair, the stream started going a little better for that match, but didn't really.
Like toward the tail end.
Yeah. Hangman versus Joey Janela.
That's a 4-star match.
Really?
That right there. My match of the night.
Really?
I just love that match.
Hangman versus Janela.
That rite of passage off the last of them tables was so wicked. I was like, I loved that match. I loved it. I gave it 4 stars.
I'm surprised, Steve. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a Hangman mark, but I'm gonna say 3.5. I thought it was a nice match. I just thought it was just like it felt like they were just setting up for the next spot each and every time. Just felt like another spot fest type of match. But okay, that's just fine. Lethal versus Gordon for the Orange title. Lethal kept switching in and out of Machismo. Yeah. When he was Machismo, he would chase Brandy around, thinking she was Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Kept putting her back in place and all that.
And talking about Brandy, I'm sorry. So she took a elbow dive from Nick Aldis, right? Mm-hmm. In the match against Cody.
All right.
Then comes back out with Flip Gordon. Everything's fine. Didn't sell anything. Everything's fine.
See, in the E, when a woman takes a see, I guess it's because by the way, in that Hangman match, what's her name? What was her name again? Penelope Ford.
She did good.
She did good.
She did real good.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest intergender wrestling fan, but she did good.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Brandy, what it is with the E, when a woman takes like a man's move like that, it's like they're just out for who knows how long, and you know, it's a whole angle about it. I guess here they were just like, well, you know, it's what it is.
Who cares about selling? It's our show.
I mean, that's an elbow drop to the head, guys. Come on. But yeah, and also she's friends with Flip Gordon, you know. But yeah, once again, a few things happened here that's just like, you know, a few things happened here where it was just like you guys, I would have known this had I not watched, you know, Being the Elite, this YouTube channel that I would have never have really known or cared about like that. I figured it was just like supplemental stuff. Next up though, it's the dream match apparently. Kenny Omega versus Pentagon. Well, see, he's Pentagon Jr., but his official name is Penta El Zero M. I thought it was a good match. I just didn't think it was the best match of the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also give the match 3 stars.
I'll give it 3.5 or 3.75. 3.75. I thought it was good. I just was just like, not as good as I thought it would be, you know. Okada versus Skrull.
I honestly, even though Marty didn't go over, it made Marty look even more bigger.
It did.
I give that match 4.2 stars.
Honestly, for now, of course, Marty says that the match only went a minute overtime because he was being asked about it on Sean Mooney's podcast. So, you know, I understand. Like, it went... The match, even if it went like 13 minutes over, I feel like just from that, it made Marty look good.
We didn't need the Joey Ryan thing to be that long. That ruined the card. We didn't need it to be that long. We had more time.
See, my thing is, it went so long. It went longer than it needed to. The freaking Joe. Oh yeah, by the way.
I don't want to discuss that. No, I don't want to discuss that. No.
Well, we got to bring up a little bit, Steve.
I hate it. I hated the spot. I hated the segment. It was stupid. I did not like it. He just, even though, yes, I have not taken a single bump. I've not been a booker. Mm-hmm. But just the fact, he just
basically
exposed the business. I'm sorry, I had to say that. I just wanted to say that. I just thought it was really dumb and stupid.
To give those who didn't see it some background. So after the Hangman match, by the way, Hangman opens a little bag up and finds the talking cowboy boots, or the cursed cowboy boots from Being the Elite. Then he slams a phone into Janela's head, the same phone he killed Ryan with. Rite of passage off the top and through a table, 1, 2, 3. Then it gets dark and dong druids, literal people with phallic outfits, come out.
Why are we discussing this on this show?
And Joey Ryan comes with them. Basically a parody of The Undertaker's whole thing. And they, he dong plexes Hangman. And then the druids
Hate that thing. God, I hate it. It's so stupid.
the dong plex.
It's so dumb. Goodness, it's dumb. It is so dumb.
I guess that's the point. But he suplexes him with it, and then they carry Hangman out.
And people loved it. That's good. I'm not mad at Hangman. Oh God, Mick Foley did the same thing. He took that. What do you call it?
The dong
Yeah,
plex.
the dong plex. He took the dong plex before. God, I just don't understand that.
He's not going to the E at any point.
No, he doesn't deserve to go. He doesn't deserve to be at Performance Center.
Ouch. He might be in NXT though.
No.
Knowing Triple H's and Shawn's humor. When Vince passes the reins to Triple H fully, because Vince wouldn't greenlight it, but I bet Triple H might think it's funny. Because that's some DX type humor right there. You can't tell me DX wouldn't have tried to do the same thing.
But we in the PG era. Why? Why? Just why?
I don't know, Steve.
Stay on the indies.
I don't know, Steve. I don't know. But Skrull did great in this match with Okada. I give that 4 stars. And then the final match, the Golden Elite versus Mysterio, Rey Fenix, and Bandito. Apparently Bandito really made an impression in this show for a lot of people. They never saw him before. He did pretty good. I thought he did pretty great too. Rey looked good as always. Like, who would have thought in 2014 with broken down Rey Mysterio that Rey would have been looking this good,
Yeah.
He looks really good right now. So honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he's gonna come to the E and tear it up as well. Pray to God he don't go to 205 Live. They could use him. Heck, I'd be fine if he went to 205 Live and for like a minute, and just stayed there with him. Not like too long. Like he'd go back and forth, But no, if he can't do that, keep him with the main roster. I mean, part-timer. We'll find something for him to do. Especially if Kurt comes back too. It'd be great, man. It'd be a really cool roster. But Phoenix was pretty good. This match was your typical, Bucks match. A lot of high spots. A lot of, posturing. A lot of crazy moves. You know what I mean? It was your typical Bucks match. It went 11:48. Short match. Was supposed to get more time, but I guess, between all the time management didn't work in their favor. What'd you think about the match, Steve?
Bunch of nice flippy spots.
Yeah.
Again, I wish they had more time.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I give the match 3 stars.
Now, do you want to hear Meltzer's grade on it?
Oh, gosh. I gotta hear this, man. He didn't agree to this. I don't want to hear Meltzer. Oh, gosh. It wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, but watch, he still gives it higher than any other WWE show.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Ahem. Hold up. Ahem. Briscoes versus SCU, 3.75 stars. You agree?
Sure, keep going. I want to get Meltzer stove. I'm tired of hearing about Meltzer.
Over budget battle royale, 4 stars. Called the best battle royale he's seen in years. Steve's already left, guys.
This man's a joke. He's a joke. He was the best battle royal he has seen in years.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not WWE, so of course it's better, right? It's
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Cross versus MJF, 2.75.
Okay, continue.
Daniels versus Amel, 2.75.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh God. Okay.
Women's four-way, 3.25.
Keep going.
Cody versus Aldis, 4 stars.
It's called to cut you off with breaking news. Daniel Bryan just resigned his WWE contract.
Okay, good. You almost scared me for a minute because I thought you were about to say something really crazy. Okay. That's good, though. Cody versus Aldis, 4 stars. Paige versus Janela, 4.25.
Okay.
Lethal versus Flip, 3.5. Omega versus Penta, 4.5. Okada versus Skrull,
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Okada versus Skrull. Don't tell me. 6 stars, right?
4.25.
Okada didn't get a 5-star match? Neither did Omega?
It was 4.5 though, Steve. Omega versus Penta. Do you really think that was a good score? Come on now. And main event, Golden Elite versus Mysterio, Phoenix, and Bandito. This 11-minute match, 4.5.
Because of the Meltzer driver, right?
What do you think?
This guy, I'm telling you, he's the greatest worker in the business.
So I'm trying to understand this. So the women's four-way only got a 3.25.
But the Battle Royal gets 4 stars.
Yeah.
But the over-the-budget Battle Royal, where it's guys in that Battle Royal that I am bigger than. That I look like you're looking at freaking Spike Dudley up next to freaking Tony Atlas. Yeah. That was 4 stars.
Yeah.
Okay. If you pay it to get Meltzer stuff, I'm sorry, you are just not a smart person.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to make fun of anyone who does it, but I will say, as long as you don't take his stuff for fact. Here's the thing: Meltzer isn't the problem. It is the people who take his word as the word of God. That's the problem.
If Meltzer says it, it's the truth.
Yeah. So that's the problem. I can't agree with Golden Elite defeating the Lucha Trio being 4.5 stars over Skrull versus Okada, over the women's match. It was your typical Bucks match.
Yeah.
If you've seen one Bucks match, you've seen them all.
You want to know something that's really funny?
What?
Hold on, let me find it.
What?
Let me find it. Because it was, he said this, and I was like, okay, you are very biased, sir.
I mean, yeah, he's biased, and that's fine. But please, other fans, do not take this man's stuff for fact. It hurts. It hurts when people like think what he says is the undivided, unabashed truth. But please, what are you trying to find?
It's something he said about the Kenny Omega match.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and basically summarize what he was saying. He was saying that the Kenny Omega match was a typical Omega match, right? Typical Omega match. You know, or he can just because he watched so many Omega matches, he can just guess what he's about to do, blah blah.
Right.
And it's funny he said that. Because how many stars he get in a match?
4.5.
But if that would have been a Roman Reigns match,
But he likes Roman, doesn't he?
really,
Does he like Roman? He likes Roman.
you got to sell me on that.
He likes Roman.
You got to sell me on that.
He likes Roman.
You have to see where you got evidence because
He likes Roman.
he never said anything positive.
He gave, at WrestleMania 34, he gave Roman vs. Brock the highest rating out of everyone. He likes Roman.
But yeah, it was a typical Roman Reigns match, a typical whatever match WWE. It would have got good stars.
It wouldn't have, honestly. In fact, let me look it up. Roman Reigns.
The triple threat with Balor, Rollins, and Miz was better than the over the budget battle royale. It was better than, in my opinion, the Omega versus Pentagon match.
There are a lot of things that, okay, maybe he doesn't like love Roman, but I think he respects Roman.
Ciampa and Gargano at Brooklyn this year was better than the Omega and Pentagon match.
Yeah. My thing about the Omega Pentagon match was that it was just them hitting their big. It wasn't my biggest thing with a lot of these matches on this card, and I called this card the WrestleMania of the Independents, the WrestleMania 1 of Independence.
Dude, every 3 months, guys, it'll be gold.
Yeah, right. The WrestleMania of the Independents or WrestleMania 1 because it was a historic event. But that's the only reason you would ever remember this event, in my honest opinion.
Say it again.
This event was historic, but that's the only reason you would ever remember this event.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these matches on the surface, okay. Cody versus Aldis had a story. Lethal versus Flip had a story after Flip got added to the match. Paige versus Janela, I guess, had a story, but you would have had to watch Being the Elite exclusively to know that.
Yeah.
Amel versus Daniels had a story.
Pentagon Omega didn't have a story.
And that's the thing. The rest of them didn't really have stories. Like Briscoe versus SCU. Did that have a story?
Oh no, the Briscoe brothers they beat them SCU like a year ago, and it made this is why I watched it Being the Elite. It made like one of them not Scorpio Sky.
What?
The other guy.
Kaz?
Yeah, made him like lose his memory or something stupid happened to him.
Losing memory.
It was something.
Oh, okay, so Being the Elite story.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll add it there as well, but it's like it's Being the Elite story. Cross versus MJF had no reason being on this card.
I don't even know that was even advertised.
It wasn't. Women's 4-way had no story. It was good, but it had no story.
Yeah.
The only thing this event had over WrestleMania 1 was that it had the definitive results and the wrestling itself was better. But in terms of memorability, I don't think I'm going to remember this card, save like a handful of matches in the future, you know?
Like the only match on this card that I was like, that spot was awesome was the rite of passage off the ladder to the tables.
That's that if they do feature all in events, it'll be on the highlight reel.
Yeah. Like I said, Okada and Skrull match was really good. Skrull's a really good word.
Yeah.
That brain buster he had.
Skrull's a good storyteller in the ring.
Yeah.
Like those two matches I feel are going to be remembered. Cody versus Aldis is going to be remembered, obviously.
Yeah.
Cody versus Aldis. That'll be remembered. But it's like, after that point, it's like, I'm not going to remember much else. And that's why All In 2 has to be story-based. They have to have better stories and more stakes, specifically, in this show.
And have to have it on a better stream.
Or at least Fight Network has to be more prepared.
Yeah.
At least Fight Network should be more prepared. By the way, All In did about 100-something thousand on the WGN, the 0 hour thing, which for that time slot, for that specific time, because they were up against college football's debut, and that was good. It was a good ratings on that channel. But here, although once again, whatever. To close out, honestly, All In was decent, and because we're about to hit the hour mark on this thing. All In was decent. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All In was decent. I liked All In. I thought it was great, or at least I thought it was good. I thought it was enjoyable. I had fun watching it, but I can't call it the best event of the year. I can't. Melcher's going to give that award. Of course he is. He was there. And when you're in the live crowd for something, you're going to think it's much better than it actually is. Yeah. I have a friend who went to WrestleMania 32, and he swears it's a good event, even though it wasn't.
I thought it was pretty good. No, I thought it was pretty WrestleMania 32. I mean, this is just me talking, and we're both different.
All right.
But I never leave a WrestleMania after watching it and saying this was like a bad show. I always think at the very least it was pretty good.
I thought WrestleMania 32 was decent, honestly. I just didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was great. I mean, why, Steve?
I forgot you're anti-Roman.
I'm not anti-Roman.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
And also, you got to think about also Deontay people that were missing off the card because of injuries.
Well, that too, and that's the thing. I understand that. I understand. I wholeheartedly understand that. I just didn't think it was that good. Main event was boring to me. That main event was boring.
Of course, because it's Roman and
No.
Triple H. Yes, you're anti-Roman Reigns.
No, the match was boring because it was Triple H trying to do a Triple H match in his day and age, where he's trying to go work like super slow, and it got very uninteresting for like 20 minutes. It was boring. Also, yeah, because I honestly saw it coming from like a mile away. That card was just sort of that show itself was just kind of boring. Steve. Steve.
Why do I do this show?
Because Steve.
I'm branching off. I'm starting my own thing.
Oh, what's it gonna be called, Steve?
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be called Don't Worry About It.
I don't think anyone's gonna pay attention to a show called Don't Worry About It.
Ram will. I'm gonna steal Ram from you.
Hey, are you?
Yeah.
The only person?
And Ram's gonna get his followers to come, and we're gonna branch out. We're gonna market real good.
Oh, okay, Steve. Well,
then I'm gonna bury you. In the first episode, I'm gonna bury you.
You gonna bury me?
Yeah.
Okay, Steve. You have fun. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you for the miscellaneous segment. This thing is hitting an hour. We will see you there.